In all seriousness, when Scott walked through the doors, I did have mixed emotions about him. He was such a good speaker and such a nice guy that you couldn't help but really like him. But unbidden and undeniably awoke inside of me a little green monster jealousy. It wanted what Scott has, which is massive reservoirs of talent. That's Scott. 6 months later, he walked up to the stage at District 84 and claimed third place at the evaluation contest. 4,000 Toastmasters in District 84, he finished third. That's the top 1/10 of 1%. At this point, I'd already fallen in love with him so much that even my little green monster evolved into more of a Ric Flair. You know Ric Flair, the 80s wrestler, great promos and great sound bites such as, "To be the man, you gotta beat the man." This, fellow Toastmasters, is the man. Every time I go against him in table topics, evaluations, or speaking, I want to get the ribbon because it means I beat the man. He's the benchmark of a great speaker in our club. He's been amazing. Yet I still had mixed emotions on that day back in November of 2012 because I was so proud of you and so happy you were part of our club because we'd never gone that distance before that anybody could ever remember. Michelle, been here 10 years, she had no memory of anyone going to the district. Yet there you were, crestfallen. You had the third place trophy from district, and you wanted to throw it away. In fact, what do you do with trophies that aren't first place trophies now, Scott?
Well,
I had to rescue the most recent second place at Division D trophy. He was going to toss it in the trash. I didn't understand it. Almost any of us reaching the level Scott reaches would just have been happy to be there. We've all heard that expression, right? Happy to be there. But I understand you now, Scott, because I grew up in Ohio. That made me a Cavaliers fan in the 80s. I had my heart ripped out by a man named Michael Jordan. In 1988, he hit the shot. The Cavs were better that year. Everyone said so. It just didn't matter. Michael Jordan was so talented, there was nothing anybody could do. And that's what everybody said about Michael Jordan. So talented. It's not fair. He has all the talent in the world. Who can keep up with all that talent? Those who knew Michael Jordan, who played with Michael Jordan, who coached Michael Jordan, know that the talent was important, and they acknowledge it. But he worked harder than anybody else in basketball. He was the first one in the gym, the last one to leave, worked out incessantly, kept his body in fantastic shape. And when he finished second, third, fourth, he didn't celebrate how well he had done. He wasn't satisfied that he tried his hardest. He got pissed off, worked harder, and came back better next year. Scott, how many times did you give your most recent international speech contest speech?
I really don't know. At least a dozen.
At least a dozen. How many times would you say you practiced on average leading up to each one of those? 10 maybe? 5, 10? So we're talking hundreds of times, people, that he practiced that speech. Anyone here ever give a Toastmaster speech they practiced more than 20, 30 times? 100 plus times. That's how hard Scott works, and it's why second place isn't good enough. And it's something we should all respect and look up to. Again, that's a benchmark we should all be looking at. Scott could have brought that competitiveness, that drive to everybody else in the club. Yet when he came back to the club, he didn't remind me as much of Michael Jordan as he did a great NFL coach. Specifically, Scott, Bill Cowher. He was the Steelers coach from the 90s to 2005. He won a Super Bowl there. What he was best known for was his enthusiasm, The fact that every player who came to him got better. Whether they drafted good players or bad, the team always seemed to be better because of Bill Cowher. And our team always seems to be better because Scott is willing to sit down with us, work with us, stay after meetings to talk to us, call us on the phone, tell us, write us great comments, give us great evaluations, and they always exhort us to be better, yet remind us of how great we already are. Is there anyone in this room who doesn't think they're a better speaker today because of Scott? Of course not. Unfortunately, Scott, our sport is not basketball. It's figure skating. I exhort you to stop worrying about the French judges. They'll be there every now and then. Anyone get that reference? There was the figure skating debacle where a French judge panned the Americans and the Russians won. Anyway, keep working at it, buddy, but you're going to get to the top level someday. But you've brought us all so much higher by being a part of our club.
Yes.
I'm again full of mixed emotions today, Scott. I'm sad. Sad I won't be able to kick ideas around with you, like my humor speech I've been working on. Had an idea, whiny heroes in general. That seemed to get good laughs at the last time I gave it. Whiny Luke. Oh, but I was going to go into Tanchi Station to pick up some power converters. How about Indiana Jones? Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Even Frodo, one of my favorites, carrying the ring around. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, no. I can't kick these ideas around with Scott anymore. I'm devastated you won't be at these meetings. I'm disappointed for our club's leadership. And I'm really disheartened that future articulators won't get the benefit of your expertise. But Scott, I am happy today. I'm satisfied that you left it all on the table. I'm sorry, you took it. You didn't leave anything on the table. You said that wrong. I need a ding from my grammar. You didn't leave anything on the table. I'm really, really just delighted that our club has someone like you, that we would put together a meeting like this for you, because you're going away and we're going to miss you so much. And I'm ecstatic that I can look back and always say that I had you in my life and that I will continue.